Morning everyone, how are we going this morning? It's looking more and more like we're going to be stuck inside for a while, so I thought I'd do something that will keep you occupied for a very long time. I've got the Game of Thrones audiobooks now. These go on for bloody ever. They're quite interesting. If anyone's seen the shows, you'll know just how epic this tale is and just how many different character stuff, but the actual shows have got nothing on the books. Just the amount of people and plot lines and subplots and everything else that's going on in these books. I don't know how he's managed to pull it all together, George Martin. I'll tell you what, one good thing that might come out of this whole thing, they might lock him away and he's not coming out until he's finished the series, or at least the next book. So yeah, if you watch the series, it's interesting to see how the book, so that the TV series has diverged away from the books. So the first one, Game of Thrones, pretty much the season one followed that, and then as the seasons progress, they sort of start moving away because they've obviously had to trim so much stuff out of the source material just to get it to fit. But yeah, so Game of Thrones was about 37 hours, and they range between 30, 37, 38 hours up to 48 hours is I think A Dance with Dragons, the latest one, or the last one that he's put out. So there's over 200 hours of audiobook stuff there. The one downside I found with this is I really struggled with the narration. Roy Daltrey, an English actor, for the most part it's fine, but because they're so long and there was so much time between them, a lot of his character accents change between the books, and I listened to these things from book one right through the latest in basically a month during seeding a couple of years ago. So I went straight from one book to another, and you'd be listening and you go, well, hang on, who's that talking? And it was Jamie Lannister, who, when you first hear him speak, he sounds like an English, sort of a tough English type of guy, which suited that character, I thought, well. And by the end, he sounded like a leprechaun, and to be honest, by the end, everyone sounds like a leprechaun. So I really struggled with Roy's work, but I was enjoying the story that much that I just pushed on anyway. So it's one of those interesting things, you can enjoy the story but struggle with the narration, or you can really like the narration and that makes an average story fine. So yeah, that'll keep you busy for a while anyway. There's just so much going on, and yeah, hopefully they've got George locked away safe for a start. He's not the fittest looking fellas, and yeah, hopefully he's working on these things to try and get them done for us. But they are enjoyable. Like I say, you can put up with the narration. Same thing as another book I was talking about. Some of the scenes run into each other, and sometimes he doesn't drop his accent between exposition. So like you'll have he said, she said with action, but it's still in the character's accent, and that does get a little bit confusing. But look, yeah, if you want something to settle in for the long haul, you can certainly say Game of Thrones. I'll keep you busy for 200 plus hours, and it's interesting to compare them against the TV series if you watch that. Hope that's a help, and I hope you enjoy them.